Hey guys, welcome back to Z-World News. I just wanted to share some thoughts on a series that I was watching, the original Star Wars trilogy. I started off with A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, and I couldn't help but compare it to the United States as we see it today. A lot of similarities towards the Star Wars trilogy. The United States is becoming or wants to become an empire of the world, even out of this world as well. I Googled it on my phone, put in the question, in what ways is the US government like the Galactic Empire in Star Wars? And this is what I came up. There was two responses from two different people, and I just wanted to share those responses with you guys. So this is coming from the Quora.com website. And again, the question that was posed is, in what ways is the US government like the Galactic Empire in Star Wars? The first response, there's actually only two responses. The first response is from Harry Chandler, and he writes, in many regards, the US is eerily similar to the Galactic Empire. Ostensibly, their foreign policy, like the Empire's, is to spread democracy and law and order around the globe, or in the case of the Empire, the galaxy. Although admittedly, the Empire isn't big on democracy, seen as it's an empire. But like any empire, the US acts out of self-interest, has a monopoly on force thanks to a massive military buildup, and are not afraid to use violence to achieve their goals and suppress any threats to their hegemony. Examples of that is the Cold War, the US-backed coup in Chile, the war in Vietnam, or both Iraq wars, or even nuclear weapons being analogous to the Death Star. If you were to ask a family in an Afghani village, think of them like the Lars family on Tatooine, who are constantly being bombed by American fighter jets or having their doors knocked in by American Marines decked out in body armor and high-tech gear resembling stormtroopers. They would probably see the US as an evil empire. As Obi-Wan once famously said, it's all a certain point of view. Someone's freedom fighter is another man's terrorist. So it depends on what side of the coin you sit in. That's how your point of view is gonna look like. So another posting put on the Quora.com website is from a Chris Mukherjee. The Galactic Empire is the largest government entity with the largest military. They are so big that the only vibrant free life channels through the crevices of what the empire does not consider important. The empire has won the hearts and minds of the middle and the ruling class by seeming to achieve things or make things better. The empire gets along with other powerful regimes like the Hutts. Corruption flourishes and is used by the empire. Now, the United States of America qualifies as an empire. Our military is dominant. We have a Navy and Air Force that dwarfs other nations. With Trump as president, he uses the U.S. empire powerful stature. He often threatens or tries to intimidate. He expects absolute loyalty. He attacks and tries to eliminate adversaries and critics. President Trump aggrandizes to convince all we are better off. President Trump has not won the hearts and minds of a majority. In many ways, Star Wars is a cautionary tale of a government that prizes itself above all else. So that's the end of the two comments posted in that question. I'd like to hear from you. Go ahead and how you compare the US to the Star Wars Galactic Empire, and share with the community at Z-World News so your thoughts on it. If you like this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment, and I'll see you in the next episode.